This video is sponsored by GTHIC. At GTHIC, they make it their mission to support self-expression by offering unique jewelry that tells a story about who you are. Whether you are into fashion, rock, tattoos, goth, punk, biker style, or religious culture, you will find jewelry that resonates with your personality at GTHIC. They have a huge variety of unique and stylish designs, and all of them are just so well made. The craftsmanship of this jewelry is something that will be with you for a lifetime. Most of their jewelry is either surgical stainless steel or sterling silver, so you know that it's going to last. Now, I've worked with GTHIC in the past, and I've always been really impressed with the quality and professionalism and durability of their pieces. So if you are in the market for some new alternative or edgy jewelry, I would definitely check them out. They have some really amazing pieces, a lot of different styles, and for all genders as well. And since you're here, of course, we have a discount code. You can use the code WhisperWin20 to get 20% off of your order. By using that code, not only do you get a discount, but you're also helping support this channel. So thank you so much to GTHIC for the sponsor, and thank you for watching. Fun. It's gonna look really good on the neck. Oh yeah, it's that new client. See how that goes. Oh, hi. You must be my 3 o'clock appointment. Wonderful. Nice to meet you. My name is Angie. I'm gonna be your personal stylist today. Now, you were referred to this place by someone, right? Oh yeah, I love her. I've known her for a really long time. And if she referred you here, that's probably because you're looking for a stylist that is going to help you embrace a little bit of a more alternative fashion, right? Good. Well, then you're in the right place. Let me just pull up your appointment here. Okay, so this says that you're looking for pieces that are appropriate for the workplace, right? Yeah, that can be a tough balance when you like to dress alternatively, but still have to look professional and fit into different dress codes. It's not my job to decide what corporations decide is appropriate to wear to work or not. But I can help you pick out some pieces that still express your individuality, your personal style, while also still being professional enough for them. Sound good? Perfect. Well, that's what I love to do. The clothing that you put on your body, it doesn't change who you are as a person, obviously. But when you wake up in the morning and you have a wardrobe full of clothes that make you excited to wear them, when you can look in the mirror and feel comfortable and confident and authentic, it can make all the difference in the world. I'm not here to make you any different of a person, but creating an image that makes people feel confident can really honestly change your life. So that's what I'm here to do today, all right? Okay, so corporate appropriate. There is a subgenre of goth called corporate goth. It's also sometimes referred to as like chic goth. Basically, it incorporates ideas and elements from Gothic style, but makes it still professional in a way. Does that sound like what you're looking for? Perfect. All right, well, I think we'll start out getting some measurements of you, All right. I like to make sure that I have everyone's exact measurements, not just what's your shirt size, what's your pant size, whatever. I like to make sure that pieces are perfectly tailored to you. There is something very empowering about having clothes that are perfectly tailored to fit your body. So we'll start out with that, if that's all right with you. And then I've got just a little questionnaire for me to get to know some of your style preferences, things like that. And then I will get to work picking out some pieces for you to look at next time, okay? Perfect. All right. Well, I've got my handy-dandy measuring tape. Sure you've seen one of these before. Now, for the most part, you can just stay nice and relaxed, okay? I mean, try not to move around too much, I guess, but if you need to breathe, if you need to move, that's perfectly fine. I want you to stand as you normally do. Don't, like, stand up really straight or anything like that. Unless I ask you to, you know, there might be a few measurements that I need, but for the most part, just be comfortable, be yourself. Okay? All right, perfect. I think we'll start out with getting some measurements of your head, of your neck, so I can, you know, think about accessories and ties and things like that, if that's what you're into. And we'll go from there. All right, perfect. If you don't mind, I'm going to just wrap this around your head up here. Perfect. Okay, do you wear hats a lot? Are you open to wearing hats? Okay, good. Hats are a fun accessory piece that can still be professional, but also bring in a little bit of that goth style. All right, let's get the neck circumference. Go. All right. I'm gonna get shoulder to shoulder here, okay? Again, you don't have to stand up really straight or square your shoulders or anything like that. I'm just gonna get you standing as naturally as possible. Okay. This side. You're doing great. Just being natural. All right, now could you hold out your arms for me, please? Thank you. Other side here, and then you can put your arms down. All right, perfect. Those down. And then I'll also take measurements of your arms when they're down by your side, because there is a little bit of a difference there. I want to make sure that sleeves fit nicely. Alright, so again, just hold nice and still. Right, there we go. So how would you describe your personal style? It's okay if you don't have an answer to. That's maybe why you're here, which is totally fine. But would you say that your style is a little more classy, a little more casual, a little more grunge? What words do you think you would use to describe your fashion? It might also just be a little bit of everything. Okay, sure. Yeah, definitely. With corporate goth, obviously we're going to keep things professional, but we can also sort of incorporate other subgenres of goth style in different ways, you know. So if you like Victorian goth style, vampire goth style, cyber goth, whimsic goth, there's all kinds of things. Trad goth, of course. Alright, let me get some arm circumferences here. So you can just lift up your arms just a little bit. Perfect. So we can get this under here. There we go. Okay. To this side. Okay. Alright, good. You're doing a great job. Just holding still, being nice and relaxed. Alright. I'm going to get some circumferences around the torso. That's all right. Okay. Could lift up your arms for me, please. Thank you. Just going to come around here. Right. You're not puffing out your chest, are you? Okay. Just nice and relaxed. Good. Now I do want you to take a deep breath for me, please. Fill up your lungs. All right, good. All right, slide down and get the waist. And the hips here. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now, I'm gonna get sort of the length of your torso here. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this right by your neck there. Okay, good. I'm gonna get your length of your legs. Okay, just hold nice and still. Don't worry. Okay, let's see, to the knees. Okay, leg. This side. Good. Right. Didn't make you uncomfortable there, did I? There we are. Good. Alright, now I'm gonna go around behind you, get some measurements of like the length of your back and things like that, okay? Alright. Just nice and relaxed again. Thank you. Okay, and then to the floor. Alright, perfect. Alright, you're doing great. I'm just gonna get a few others kind of around the torso. We're gonna measure like side to side, things like that, just so I make sure buttons will look nice and zippers. Now, what would you say that your activity level is at work? Are you mostly sitting at your desk? Are you walking around a lot? You have to lift anything heavy, anything like that? Okay. Good to know. Now, I am a big fan of style, but also comfort, so don't worry, I'm not going to have anything that's like too constricting. But if we're getting into fabrics like lace or leather, which is very common in goth fashion, obviously there's not quite as much stretch to those things, so it's one of the reasons I like to get such detailed measurements. And also just make sure that you are always comfortable. Alright. Good. Just a few more measurements, okay? Oh yeah, what's your shoe size? Okay. Good, good. Do you know what your ring size is? That's alright, we can measure that too, not to worry. That is my little tool. There we go. This is just a little ring size gauge. I'm just going to put this on your finger like this, and then we'll pull it tight, and whatever it is, when it's comfortable and snug, is the ring size. So it's pretty easy. Do you like wearing rings? Okay. Well, it is a nice option to add in a little bit of gothic flair to an outfit. I've got quite a few rings that work for any gender, any sort of identity, and they can really make a statement in a big way while still being something small. So if you'd like, I can just get your ring measurements for now, just so we have them. All right, perfect. Now, do you think you'd want me to get all of them? I usually do just take all of the ring measurements just to be sure. Okay, well, we'll start with a few of them then. I could have your hand, please. Slip that on there. There, is that comfortable? Snug. We want it to be snug so it doesn't fall off, but not too tight. Alright, good. Perfect. Let's do our next finger over here. Same thing. Good. This one. Good. Alright. And thumb there. Alright, perfect. Down. Left hand. Okay. Now the other side. How's that feel? Good? Okay. Here we go. Good. Okay. And there. All right, perfect. Put those down. Right hand there. Wonderful. Okay. A few more. Got a little sidetracked there, but it's good to make sure we have those ring measurements. Now, jewelry, of course, there are different gender norms about who wears jewelry and who doesn't, but part of being alternative fashion is that the gender norms don't apply to you. They shouldn't apply to anybody, but they definitely don't apply when you're alternative. So, jewelry is a great way to express your style. It can really dress up an item or an outfit that is maybe a little more plain, a little more sleek and classy, but then you have kind of a statement ring or a statement necklace, neck piece, and it can really add a little something. Again, totally don't have to wear jewelry, but it can be a nice way to accessorize an outfit. All right. I am just about done with the measurements there, okay? Perfect. All right, now I think we'll go through our little questionnaire here, okay? Now these questions are just for me to get to know your fashion. If you don't have an answer though, it's okay to just say, I don't know, or maybe this, maybe that. Totally fine, all right? Okay. So first up, I guess we already talked about this a little bit, but are there specific sub-genres of goth fashion that you are drawn to? Of course, we're going to be toning things down for corporate goth, but Victorian goth, cyber goth, trad goth, whimsy goth, Lolita goth. There's lots of different subgenres. Any of those tickle your fancy? Okay. Sure. Yeah, that works really well with corporate goth, actually. Good. Do you prefer a more bold, dramatic look when you're at the office, or a more understated, minimal look for your corporate style? Okay, sure. Yeah, of course. There's not really any right or wrong answer to any of these. We can make anything corporate goth. We can incorporate whatever your preferences are. All right, would you say that your work style is cutting edge fashion or a little more casual utilitarian? Okay. Is that how you like it, or would you like to change that? Okay. Absolutely. Now, can you think of any celebrities or public icons who have a fashion sense that you really admire. Okay, yeah, totally. I can see that. Okay, great. Not that we'll be copying anybody, but it's nice to have something for inspiration. All right, now, obviously, goth, there's going to be black, but we can, of course, incorporate other colors. You know, we can have a nice burgundy or a plum or a navy, or even lighter colors too. And a lot of goth also incorporates white. So, what other colors would you like me to incorporate into your look? Okay, yeah, sure. Are there any colors that you definitely don't want me to include? Okay, no problem. I might include some other ones, you know, not the ones that you mentioned that you want, like some more besides that, but I'll make sure that I don't do the ones that you don't want. As your personal stylist, it is first and foremost my job to listen to you, of course, but also it's my job to maybe expand your horizons a little bit, show you some options of things that you say, you know, I wouldn't have thought of putting those things together, but I actually like it. It's a fun experiment getting to work with a stylist and learn some new things. But of course, I always want to make sure that you're comfortable first. All right, I guess we've already talked about this one a little bit too, but how do you typically like to accessorize your outfits? Hats, belts, ties, jewelry, anything like that? Okay. Good. Are you open to trying new accessories as well? Okay. Yeah. Well, I've got some great options here for accessories. Like I said, jewelry is without gender. All of these are without gender. So we have quite a few different styles, whether you're looking for more punk, more classic Victorian, more traditional, more modern. Lots of different options that we can do. All right, are there any symbols or motifs that you would like me to incorporate into your style? So with goth, you know, you have things like crosses is a big one, skulls, pagan or occult symbols, any of those that you would like me to include or like me to not include. Okay. Yeah, of course. Don't have to do any of them, but, you know, if there are some that you like. All right, now I want you to think about the wardrobe that you have right now. Are there any specific pieces in your wardrobe that you really, really like? Okay. Yeah, for sure. What do you like about it? Okay. Totally. Fashionable, but still comfortable. Very important. Something you know you can always kind of slip on. Nice to, you know, think outside the box with your wardrobe, but also have those staple pieces that you know that even on a day when you're maybe not feeling confident, you can still put it on and you're still going to feel nice. Of course. Absolutely. Okay, any others that you can think of off the top of your head that you really like? Okay, and what do you like about it? Absolutely. Good. All right, are there any cultural or personal or spiritual influences in your life that incorporate it into your style? Okay. Yeah, so this isn't necessarily celebrities. This is, you know, if you follow a religion or spirituality practice, if you are part of a certain culture and there are things that I should be sensitive to, anything like that. Or even just, you know, society, different things, different like influences that you really like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can totally do that. All right. Now, how do you feel about patterns or prints? Of course, we can do a lot of solid, but we can add in a print to an item to an outfit to sort of give it a nice pop. We can do subtle prints. We can do a few pieces that are like more big and bold prints. It's completely up to you, though. Okay. Sure. And are you open to trying a little bit outside of that? Okay. I like people who are okay trying. Of course, again, you are my client. I work for you. But I do like to introduce some things, just to get people feeling a little maybe outside of the box. Sometimes you just have to try something and you find out that you love it. All right, now let's talk about textures and fabrics, especially when you have more of a monotone wardrobe, like with goth, you have a lot of black. One way that you can add depth to an outfit is by incorporating different types of fabrics, so you might have something that's knit or linen, but then have something that's leather or lace or things like that to kind of add that extra layer to it. Does that make sense? Okay, so how do we feel about velvet? Okay. Some people love it, some people really hate it, and that's okay. All right, and how about leather? Again, appropriately, business appropriate leather. Okay? And how about lace? All right. How about sheer fabrics, like with something underneath it, but like a sheer overshirt or over pieces? Okay. This one's not really a fabric, but how about incorporating chains into a look? Okay. Again, appropriately. Probably not going to be doing any big chunky chains for the office, of course, but some smaller ones can really add some depth and detail to an outfit. All right, now, are there any parts of your body that you like to highlight or downplay in your clothing? No judgment either way. I'm here to make you feel comfortable. Okay, of course. Definitely. It's all about you feeling comfortable, feeling your best. All right, now for footwear. Do you like heels or platforms? Do you like something sturdy like a boot? Do you like something more like a flat or sandals? Okay. Or variety, of course, is good. I mean, I'll always offer you a little bit of variety with footwear. Of course, different outfits, different scenarios going to be more appropriate for some places than others. But I'll give you a little bit of variety either way. Do you like really high or just like littler heels and platforms? Okay. Good. Now, do you have any favorite brands or stores that you like to shop at right now? Oh yeah, I love them too. For sure. Good. Yeah, it won't all be from these stores, but it's a good inspiration. It gives me the right vibe. You know what I mean? All right. Now, after work, when you're done with work, do you generally go right home or do you like to, maybe go out with friends or go out on the town, run errands, things like that? Okay. Yeah, for sure. If you like to go out, I can definitely create some pieces that work for the office, but can also transition easily to a night out. Going to get drinks with some coworkers or something like that, where you can be a little more casual, a little more fun, but still appropriate, of course. Or we can have outfits where you are definitely not appropriate. That's fine too. It's none of my business. Don't like the word appropriate. Appropriate for who? Okay. Anything else that you can think of that I haven't asked you that I should know about your work lifestyle, about your style, your preferences? Okay. Yeah, for sure. Good to know. Okay, well, that gives me a whole lot to go off of. Now, I will start putting together some pieces for you and some complete outfits, complete looks with accessories and all that great stuff. And I'll give you a call in a couple of days. You can come in and look at it and try things on. We can always, tailor things if they need to be tailored. I mean, I'll try to get them as close as I can with your measurements, but, always room for improvement when it's on the body. So you can try things on. You can tell me what you love, what you hate, and it's okay if you hate it all. We will go back to the drawing board and keep trying until we find your perfect fashion. All right? Wow. Thank you so much for coming in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think, yeah, I'm vibing with all of this. This is going to be great. All right, well, you can go on, head out, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in a few days.